Hi, I'm Tony Walter. I'm the opinion page editor of the Press-Gazette, and I'm here with Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin from Madison, who is candidate for the Democratic nomination and for the Democratic seat of the U.S. Senate. Welcome to Green Bay, Tammy.
It's a delight to be here. Thank you for having me.
Why don't you begin by telling us what you feel sets you apart from the candidates you'll be facing in this campaign?
Well, you know, right now we are living in very unique times, both in Wisconsin and as a country. And right now, the people of this state, in particular the middle class, are really struggling. They're working hard, they're playing by the rules, but rather than getting ahead, they're falling behind. And I think, especially when we see this dysfunction in Madison and Washington, when you see folks that seem like they don't get it, what Wisconsinites are looking for is a fighter for them. Not for Wall Street, not for the Tea Party, but for them. And I think that's what sets me apart, because I've always been a fighter in my career in public service, and that's what's needed right now.
You mentioned the dysfunction in
Yes.
the state and nationally. Public approval rating of Congress is not high, and you've talked about the partisan by impasse in Washington. Is that a major problem, do you think, and is it fixable?
It's a very significant problem, and it doesn't have to be this way. You know, I've had the privilege of serving in both the majority party and in the minority party, and this last session has been worse than I've ever seen it, because especially with the Tea Party, we've seen partisan interests be elevated above the interests of the nation and the people of this state. We've seen it happen in Madison, and we've seen it happen in Washington since this last election. I think there's a lot of buyer's remorse right now after the 2010 election. I think that we certainly can do better. And in my time in public service, I've always been able to reach across the party aisle to get things done. I'm very proud of some of the things we've done on behalf of the people of Wisconsin. But it's time to stop ever elevating a party affiliation above the work of the people. And I think we could restore a lot of confidence in our legislative bodies if we would get beyond partisanship and back to business, the business of the people.
You supported the National Health Care Act. How significant was that passage, do you believe?
Well, I want to tell you first why it was so significant to me and why I've made it a big part of my life's work to help people gain access to the highest quality health care that's affordable for them and accessible to them. I was raised by my grandparents. And when I was 9 years old, I had a very serious childhood illness. My grandfather had health insurance through his work. And what we found out after I was in the hospital for 3 months was that the fine print of the health insurance said granddaughters are not dependents under the terms of this health insurance policy. My grandparents paid out of pocket for my 3 months of hospitalization and some aftercare. I was completely healthy after that, completely, got completely better. But then I was a child with a pre-existing condition. And so they couldn't find insurance at any price to cover me. And I didn't have insurance until I was an adult. That experience really led to my passion to wanting to fight for quality health care for all, and that's affordable. One of the things I'm most proud of as part of the debate on this health care bill, the Affordable Care Act, was the amendment that I sponsored in committee, allowing young people until the age of 26 to stay on their parents' insurance. Today, 2.5 million young people have insurance that didn't before that bill passed. It's been much debated, much maligned, much mischaracterized, but that's a tangible thing. Pre-existing conditions, parents who have children with a pre-existing condition can now rest assured that they can find insurance for their children. Again, a step that is in effect today because of that work. We have a long way to go. The bill was far from perfect. But moving forward, we've got to do right so that right by our people, so that nobody has to lie awake at night wondering about whether they can cover their child or their loved one.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.